Well, all day I've done exactly what I've told you not to do as far as YouTube goes. All day. In fact, it's been more than all day. It's been a week and a half. I have been waiting to get everything right. I've been waiting to get the lighting right. I've been waiting to get the right place to place this camera. And the day goes on, and pretty soon it's time to go to bed. So yeah, all for a week and a half this has happened. I wanted to tell some stories. I wanted to tell, I had many ideas of what to do. I have this video that I have all scripted out. I did try to do that. That did not work. I cannot read a script and make it look like I'm not reading. By the way, this is Shirley from Shirley's World Vlog. I'm here to tell you at least one of the stories from my diaries. I found all my diaries from when I was in grade school, when I was in junior high school, and some of when I was in high school. Then I've kept track of my life on calendars for many years, going way back. So I thought I'd just tell you this one particular story because it happens to be from February 18th, which is today. Now you may not see this on the 18th, but this is from February 18th, 1957. By the way, I'm 82 years old. This is 68, is that right? 68 years ago? Something like that. Anyway, I had this was Scotch taped on here. It's sort of coming off because it's so old. These from junior high, these are in spiral notebooks. I mean, I wrote a lot. This one said, Unforgettable Day. So, I was sort of dating, or as much as you can date at 14 years old. I was dating somebody, one of the boys I liked. His name was Bing, like Bing Crosby. Bing. His real name was David, but he was older than me. He was 3 years older than me. I am so surprised that my father allowed that. I'll have to read more about this and think more about, maybe talk to my sister. I don't know how that happened. My best girlfriend at the time was Carol, and she was going with Bing's friend, Bill. Anyway, on this day, it says, I always start, Dear Diary. Dear Diary, I can hardly write. My heart is beating so fast. Everything is so dramatic in these diaries. It says, in big red letters, Bing kissed me. That was my first kiss from, other than when I was tiny little and Johnny from up the street stole a kiss, and that was like when I was 5 years old. This was from my first kiss from an actual boyfriend or somebody that I liked. It says, Carol and I went to the library. Bing and Bill were there. When we got there, we went over and sat down. They sat with us, and we left the library about 8:20. I have the exact times of things in here, too. Bing hurt his leg today in school. He can hardly walk. We walked up as far as Bing's house. Bill started across the street to his house, so we stopped. Next page. I told Bing he didn't have to walk me home, but he threw a snowball at me, and he chased me, and threw some and washed my face with snow. We were always having snowball fights, as I've been reading in these diaries. Maybe that's why maybe my father didn't know he was 3 years older, because he didn't act like an older guy, you know. So then he chased me up near 32nd and Cascade. He tackled me and washed my face in the snow again. I had to be home at 9 o'clock, so I started to walk, and Carl was talking to Bill. Bing says, "I'll walk you to the next telephone pole, and then you have to kiss me goodnight." I didn't know what to say. We got to the telephone pole, and I kept walking. He said he'd walk me to the next pole. Well, we walked past 4 telephone poles. We got to 32nd and Raspberry. That's like 2 blocks from my house. He said he'd walk me to the next, and I'd have to kiss him 4 times since we passed 4 telephone poles. I didn't say anything. We finally got to the light pole, and we stopped. He asked me if I was mad at him because he couldn't walk me all the way home. I said no, but he didn't believe me, and I don't think. He came over really close and said good night. Then he took my shoulders and bent down and kissed me. Oh my, I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. Neither of us said anything for a minute. We just stood there and smiled at each other. Then he said good night. I said good night, and he said, "You're forgetting something." I said, "What?" And he said, "My birthday present. A kiss, another kiss." I said, "Your birthday isn't until the 26th. So I knew when his birthday was. He said he didn't want to wait, that I was supposed to, what was I supposed to do? I didn't know what to do, so I started walking home. It was 9:05 when, it was 9:05, and I said I have to get home. I was supposed to be home at 9. So we both started backing away from each other. Oh, I felt so wonderful. Now I can think of 100 things of what I should have said. Oh, I hope he's not mad at me for not giving him another kiss. I wish I knew how to kiss a boy. I got home at 9:15. Carol called, and she guessed what happened. She said she met Bing going home. He said we just talked, and he never mentioned the kiss. Good. So please, Lord, let me hear from Bing tomorrow or Wednesday, and please let him love me. Good night, diary. I was so needy here in all these. But that's an example of the things in these diaries. Junior high seems to be very dramatic. That's what I'm just getting through right now. So I will read out of my diary every once in a while. I hope you'll enjoy them. Particularly probably the girls will remember. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.